Good morning and welcome to the Crawford County Commissioners Work Session for December 18th. We're going to start with an addendum to the agenda, please. I'd like to make a motion to add Mr. Jim Glatch from the Crawford County Drug and Alcohol Executive Commission to discuss some compensation through the opioid settlement fund to pay for a COE case manager salary at $42,760.26, and the second one being some assistance with underinsured and uninsured clients with OUD, and we will actually have Jim go first if no one minds, since he's here, and we'll get that out of the way, then we'll go to the airport authority. So that'd be my motion.
I will second that motion.
Okay, properly moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Go ahead, Jim.
Hi, Crawford County Drug and Alcohol Executive Commission is requesting funding from the opioid settlement fund to assist with paying for the cost of the following programs. A Center of Excellence case manager. As a designated Pennsylvania Center of Excellence, Crawford County Drug and Alcohol is required to use a community-based care team, including a COE, designated CRS, and case managers. To move forward with this, we would need to have funding in place for salaries and benefits at $42,760.26.
Okay.
The second being funding from the opioid fund to assist in the payment of medical costs for uninsured clients with OUD. There are costs associated with client care service to utilize our nurse practitioner. Crawford County Drug and Alcohol would like to be able to provide someone relief from those concerns to help clients achieve, and in some cases maintain, their financial stability without it coming at expense of people without insurance or with insurance that may not have a staggering deductible and end up unable to pay off medical funding at $20,000 for a total of $62,760.26.
I appreciate that, and I think, again, these align with the Schedule E stuff. We'll have Stephanie review them again for us. This is time sensitive because we still have a little bit of money left before the end of the year that this would actually meet that need. And we do have another project coming at the next meeting that will actually get into the next quarter, and it's workforce development for folks in substance abuse disorders, which we're very excited about as well. So any questions for Jim now?
Not right now.
Okay, thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Airport Authority. Mr. Sheets, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Morning.
Good.
Morning, Bob Sheets from the Airport Authority. We're looking to approve the appointment of Jamie, I believe it's pronounced Cochio.
All right.
Cochio, thank you, appreciate that. To a 4-year term, starting January 1st. She'll replace outgoing member Chris Junker.
Any questions for Bob? Did you guys advertise the position?
We did, it's advertised on the website and Facebook, it was
Okay,
advertised out.
thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Crawford County Solid Waste Authority.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Brenda.
So we have 3 items of business that we're looking for. The first is to request the reappointment of Mitra Reese to the Solid Waste Authority Board. The position was advertised. No additional candidates applied.
Okay.
The second would be the designation of Brenda Schmidt of the Solid Waste Authority as the county's recycling coordinator for calendar year 2025.
Okay.
The third would be to obtain permission to apply to DEP's 903 grant on behalf of the county to reimburse the authority for 50% of the approved expenses of the county recycling coordinator for this current calendar year.
Okay. Any questions for Brenda?
Not right now.
All right. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Correctional Facility.
Morning, Commissioners.
Hi,
Morning,
Jack.
Jack.
Morning, Jack.
Let me start out with item C. I'd like to remove that. IT found me a laptop that,
Thank you.
okay, item A. Looking to ratify the contract and tech support from Justice Data Systems. This contract also includes the annual maintenance agreement at the cost of $15,000. This is a budgeted item to be funded through the commissary.
Okay.
Item B is ratify the purchase of 5 new security cameras, installation and licensing to monitor the MAT program. Purchase price is $7,485 to be funded through the opioid settlement fund, and this is not a budgeted item.
Okay. Under that justice system support, you have the contract now that the guy changed the language that Keith had looked at. There's like a few words. You have that, right?
I believe I do.
You can just bring it sometime so we can get it ratified through. So
Okay.
And it'll be it's in there then the language
Right.
as well. So
Sounds good.
okay, thank you.
Thanks.
The courts.
Good morning.
Morning, Heidi.
We're seeking approval so we can ratify next week, please, of the 2025 AOPC Security Grant Project, which is audiovisual system for the juvenile hearing officers room, so that we don't have to bring incarcerated parents in live, that they can participate by video conferencing, and also some of the expert witnesses necessary for that sometime for Pittsburgh, and it becomes problematic trying to get them up.
Okay.
So the project consists of a quote from D'Agostino Electronic Services for $23,134.37, a laptop from Dell for $992.39, and various electrical and construction materials from Height Company for county maintenance to use to put in electrical outlets and whatever else is needed. That is not to exceed $873.14. The total of the grant is $25,000. It has been pre-approved from AOPC for reimbursement.
Okay, this isn't replacing, there's nothing in juvenile hearing now, right, that has,
No video conferencing.
Nothing else, that's what I
other
thought,
than
okay.
something on a cart, but
This
it's
will be the
not like monitors that everybody
this will be
can
the first
see
time
and
you have that.
participate.
Okay.
Correct.
Any questions for Henny?
No.
Thank you.
We're also seeking approval now for ratification of a purchase of a replacement printer for Judges Chambers model HP Color Laser Jet Pro, MFP 4301, for a maximum of $489. And we checked that through 3 different whoever's to get, that's the
Okay.
best price that we can get. We're also seeking ratification of payment of an invoice for $343.38 to Mobilecom for a 1-year service agreement on the security camera system from NDJ Linesville office, which apparently, Mobilecom has a new system on their billing that's coming in electronically, and I think it came here first somehow and didn't get there out to the office to be approved. Like, I got an email saying this is past due. What's going on with this? So we'll try to correct that, I think, because commissioners sign it and they probably do something with that, but we'll
Okay.
try to get that part of it fixed, but if we can ratify that and get that pushed, it would be nice.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Public safety? Good morning.
Hey, Greg.
We're asking you to approve the payment of $575.44 to Elk County Emergency Services for our portion of a license for our CAD computers. It's a budgeted expense.
Okay,
Okay.
Asking for a payment of $1,860 to LSSE for work on the Sugar Lake Tower project.
Okay.
It's also budgeted. And to approve a proposal with Mobilecom for the construction of a 190-foot communications tower at a cost of $215,158. It's a budgeted expense for the Greaser Road Tower site.
okay.
I'm not sure why D is on there, but approved CIT training for Shane Looney in the amount of $250.
Any questions for Greg? All right, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Maintenance?
Morning, Commissioners.
Good
Morning.
Hello.
This morning, I'd like to approval to hire Mark Johnson Electric, and this is to replace lights under the parking deck in the amount of $3,333.30.
Okay,
A lot of threes.
Next is, we'd like to ratify the approval to issue the acceptance certificate for the Mercer Street Bridge deck repair.
okay.
Next, approval to pay Brian Noah, project manager, for professional services, and this is from 11/1 of '24 to 11/30 of '24 in the amount of $756.
Okay,
Last, approval to accept a proposal from M&M Lawn Care for mowing around the county barns in 2025, and this is at $140 a mow.
okay. Any questions for Jen? Thank you.
Thank you.
Planning?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Hello,
All right.
Zach.
Everybody get
comfortable.
We'll try to get through it very
You
quickly.
bring us a snack or anything to have while we're listening to you today?
Not today. The first item is a reimbursement to Vogue Heating and Cooling, $976. It's for their workforce program. The second item is also a reimbursement. It's to Ferguson Construction Company for $1,152 for their workforce program. Both of those are paid out of whole home. The third item is the final invoice from Michael Baker International for $21,672.47. This is for the county's comprehensive plan and SADO project. It's paid for out of state facility transition closure program. The next item, we're asking for the purchase of a Samsung Freestyle projector in the office. This is paid for, the total amount is $597.99, paid for out of the state facilities transition closure program item. We're also asking for approval of a contract between Crawford County Fuller Building Group and homeowner number 5 for home repairs for whole home. And we're also seeking a contract between Crawford County QRS Construction and homeowner number 15 for home repairs, also paid for through the whole home repair program. We're requesting approval of a contract with the Active Aging Foundation of Crawford County to use their Lou Davies Center for a public meeting regarding a subdivision land development ordinance as required under the adoption process. The approval includes a $225 facility fee and is paid for out of the State Facilities Transition Closure Program.
Okay.
We're requesting approval for a resolution executing a MAP grant, Municipal Assistance Program, with the Department of Community and Economic Development. That grant amount is for $34,090.50, and that is for the Crawford Inspired Character Area Toolkit Project.
Okay.
We're also asking for execution of a resolution for a separate MAP grant with the same organization in the amount of $46,674.55. This is for our Crawford Inspired Data Hub and Blight project. We're asking for approval to create a Planner 1 position in the planning office and a Planner 2 position in the planning office. Both of those positions, the 2 grants previously mentioned, help cover a portion of the salaries and fringe benefits. We're asking for approval of a resolution authorizing the county to submit a full application for the Appalachian Regional Commission program, seeking $764,046. This is for the county's local industry fundamental training program for phase 1. It would go to outfitting additional precision machining equipment at the Allegheny Lab for Innovation and Creativity at Bessemer, and for putting in precision machining and technology at Crawford Tech. We're asking to ratify a cooperation education training agreement between Crawford County and, I'm not gonna get their name correct. The company identified in your packet.
Good enough.
All right. Every time we say it wrong.
Give it a shot
So
at
I'm just
least.
gonna say, it's the company in your packet, to provide career training through the Crawford Career Technical Center with their cooperative education program, and it's covered under the Construction Industry Workforce Program. We're also asking to ratify an invoice from Adobe Inc. in the amount of $659.88. This is for a Creative Cloud license for the office, and it was budgeted. And then we are asking to ratify an invoice from DWG to purchase a 36-inch contact scanner in the amount of $3,485. This is paid for out of the State Facility Transition Closure Program. And finally, we're asking for approval to purchase an Otter AI annual subscription in the amount of $240. This is to be used to take our meeting minutes and translate them from a audio file into written document. And that is paid for out of the State Facility Transition Closure Program.
Any questions for Zach? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Human Services?
Good morning.
Morning.
Sue.
I'm requesting approval to change the part-time temporary intellectual disability position to a part-time regular position. The position was originally hired with ARPA funding to help with ID intakes. The ARPA funding is available until 3/31/25. We were informed that the amount that we were given for this position through ARPA will now be added to our yearly allocation. We would like to keep this position as there have been changes regarding who's eligible for ID services, which has increased the number of intakes we are completing. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 CYS contract with Crossroads Group Homes and Services for residential. We last contracted with them in fiscal year 21-22. We may be placing a female child with this agency in the near future. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 CYS contract with New Life Adolescents. This is a new agency whose residential facility was just licensed and opened on November 21st.
Where are they located? Adam?
That I don't know.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I can find out, though. And then we're requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 mental health contract with Preventative Aftercare. At a previous work session in October, you signed a contract for George Jr.
in Pennsylvania to our new family-based program. Well, they actually are running the program under their community-based program, which is called Preventative Aftercare. They have their own EIN number and board of directors, so they're requesting that the contract be reissued to the community-based program name.
Okay, any questions for Sue? Thank you.
Thank you.
Finance.
Good morning.
Morning.
For your approval, I have the following. The first is an invoice to Community Health Services. It is invoice number 182. It's the November 2024 trips. Its total is $59,494. The second is to announce that we are going to tentatively present the 2025 budget for approval next week. If we don't have it there, then we'll have to hold it over until the end of December.
Okay,
But the
plan is,
hope is
okay.
that I'll get a Christmas gift and I'll be done before Christmas.
If the commissioners do approve that, I would have along with that a resolution to set the tax rate for the
Okay.
coming year. So, okay.
And then for ratification, we have the Crawford County lease policy. This is something that had been written up, I think initially under a previous board, but never officially adopted. And in our past audit, the auditors brought up that we need to have it officially adopted. So we're gonna try to bring it through so we can get it moved forward.
Okay,
And then there is an invoice to Verd Technologies. It's number A30129-IN. It's the Deterrent Distribution Program in the amount of $30,817. This was presented at the 11/13/2024 work session for a total of $30,390. There's a slight discrepancy when we got the new invoice, so that's why I'm bringing it again.
okay. Any questions for Stephanie?
Nope. Thank you.
Commissioners, I'll do 10A and B for you. The commissioners are requesting to ratify by creating the position of interim deputy chief clerk with a expiration date of 1/31/2025. And 10B would be ratify the change of that title of Diana, as I said, Perry, from per diem voter clerk to per diem voter clerk / interim deputy chief clerk to be effective immediately.
All right.
Okay,
Requesting to approve the appointment of Dr. Dallas to the Crawford County Fair Board.
okay.
That's Dr. Michelle Ballas. She's a vet locally. I didn't include that information for you, but,
Okay.
Requesting to approve the contract with Echo Valley Fiddle Contest in the amount of $2,000.
Okay,
it's a fair thing. It's not a commissioner's thing.
Yeah. on behalf of the
Or
family.
on behalf of the Fair Board, okay.
Could be the Christmas.
It's our Christmas party.
Or $2,000.
All right, and then some notifications. First one is a notification from First Energy Pennsylvania Electric Company and Mid-Atlantic Interstate Transmission LLC to file with the PA Public Utility Commission to install a transmission line tap from the existing Geneva Morgan Street 115 kV GMO transition line to a proposed substation owned by FEPA's end customer in Greenwood Township. Next is a notification from PAF Landscaping, Inc. to apply to PA DEP for a small non-coal permit in East Fallowfield Township. And a notification from PA DEP regarding a replacement project of a structure over Little Federal Run on SR 1037, section B00, to remove the existing structure and build a new one in Athens Township. And a Chapter 102 notification from Rosewood Tower Consulting to locate and cap a deteriorating reinforced concrete force main and reroute the line, demolition and removal of the old Conneaut Borough wastewater treatment plant and grading of the area for Phase 2 in Sadsbury Township.
Okay, thank you. The upcoming events we have, the full session will be on December 24th. The courthouse will be closed December 25th and 26th, also New Year's Day, January 1st. Any public comment? Commissioner comments, Commissioner Seeley.
Nope, just a reminder that our holiday brunch on December 24th, after which the courthouse will be closed at noon. So if anybody has any business to conduct from the public, try to get here before noon.
Commissioner Shell.
It's the holiday season, and there's been 3
major fires in the area. Not that they're attributed to Christmas, but please be careful with your Christmas lights, your candles, and all that type of stuff. So just take some caution when you're at home. Thank you.
Thank you. I have nothing else. We will see you next week.